Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm getting ready to put my mother in bed to change her, but this video is going to be more about doing some exercises. Recently her blood sugar started going up, and in the past that's been an indication of a urinary tract infection, UTI, which disabled people are prone to getting. It's actually put my mother in the hospital a couple of times. So as a preventative measure, because it's really difficult to get a urine sample and then to go into the hospital and have the test done, the last time it just went ahead and prescribed antibiotic, and sure enough, that did it. The blood sugar started coming down. This time it's not necessarily the case yet. It's only been a couple of days though since we started with the antibiotic. So I'm still hoping it's going to come down, but to start off this morning it was 158. Yesterday it was 140, and immediately we're getting over 200 with any meals. So I can kick myself because, you know, you look back and you always say, what if? I did start doing daily exercises, but it's just, you know, emotionally and then physically takes a lot out of you, just another thing that has to be done. So I need to start that up again, because she's gained some weight, you know, inactivity. So she really needs to do anyone really needs to do daily activity, daily physical activity and exercise. So I guess maybe I'll show you some of the things you can do that I do and that physical therapists have shown in the past, some of the things that you can do in the bed, and then some of the things you can do in the wheelchair, I guess. But for now, I just want to get her in the bed, change her, and then I'll come back and I'll just show you some simple things that can be done starting off in the bed. But for now, I have to get her on the Hoyer lift, get it all hooked up. Brakes on. Make sure the hooks are out, face going outwards, so you don't go into the skin. Break the skin somewhere, so outward. And I want to talk about also a scale that I have purchased off of eBay. I do that in another video. I thought maybe that would give me motivation if we could watch the progress of her losing weight. So watch the feet. Get the wheelchair out, make sure it's out of the way. This is an older home, wooden floors. We immediately had to remove all carpeting. She was a little bit more mobile. When she came home, she was a lot less weight, more active. So, get her in there. Pick up her legs. Pivot her in. I try to get her as far into the center, so I push back before I release and lower her. Raise it up again. And I have to remove the side rail when doing this because it interferes with the Hoyer lift. Oops, I think I mentioned that in a prior video. You need the side rails up because she has to go from side to side in order to get the sling out from under her, and also to move the sweatpants. But I'll get back to you when we're going to do some exercises. Okay, we're back. I put the head up a little bit because her oxygen was down. One of the problems with also being overweight, puts a lot of pressure on your lungs and cuts down on your breathing efficiency, I guess. Her oxygen was down to 90. It's usually around 94, 96. So it's getting hot and humid again. We just went through nice cool or seasonably good weather here in New England. Now it's going, the heat and the humidity is returning. So yeah, her oxygen, I put the oxygen on because it was down to 90. It's 1 o'clock, so I want to measure her blood sugar to show you, or I need to see it anyway, see what level it's at right now. So I'll take my Freestyle meter here, and I'm taking more data so we get an indication of what's going on here for the next couple of weeks. Well, I think we'll have about maybe 4 days worth of antibiotics. She gets 1 a day or 1 every 12 hours. So let's see if that changing. I was hopeful the other day when it went down to 140 in the morning, but let's see where it's at. I bet you it's around 200 and something. So let's see where we're at. Oh, crap. So we're at 242. I don't know what's going on. You know, like I said, inactivity, you lose muscle mass, or you're overweight. You know, even for a healthy person, that's what happens when you become a type 2 diabetic. Don't want her to become a full-blown diabetic. Diabetes are not good. What is it? You get neuropathy. Diabetes affects the nerves. It can affect your eyesight. It just a lot of medical repercussions from diabetes. So I have to start our exercise routine again. And this morning I cut back on breakfast. We had egg beaters. I put in some mushrooms and then 1 piece of toast, not 2 pieces of toast. Usually the second piece of toast has some sugar-free preserve. Smucker's sugar-free. So cut that out, and whether she likes it or not, she doesn't really care for it. Activia for for lunch, and smaller portions. I have to keep that in mind. So I'm still hopeful that the antibiotics are going to do something. That in fact she did have some low-level urinary tract infection. But anyways, let's get to the exercise. Some of the exercises that I've been doing or have done in the past. And I wish that was under 200. So let me put everything away here. Locally, we have, I was collecting these Ocean Spray containers with all the used needles and didn't know what to do with them, and then finally figured out, or I thought I had called already, but went down to the local city hall and they have a program for disposing of used needles. So I dropped all the used needles off. Just things that you have to keep in mind. You can't just throw this stuff out in a regular trash. I mean, you could if you hide it, but it wouldn't be the responsible thing to do. Let's do some exercises. So, gotta put the head back, the head down. Adjust the pillow. So I would think that the largest muscles that you have in your body are your leg muscles or your thigh muscles. Ever do like leg presses? I was thinking of trying to build something that attaches to the bed somehow so she could do leg presses, but when she first came home from the hospital, we had a bunch of occupational therapists and physical therapists, and some of the things she has upper control of a little bit of the thigh here, so she's able to push against my hand. I don't know if you can see that. Let me adjust the camera. So you can see here she's got compression socks on. These are things that if you have any type, well, a lot of people with diabetes, have you ever seen people with their legs wrapped walking around? They're overweight. I didn't realize that the legs, you know, somehow I must have missed that in biology classes. I don't think anyone's ever actually talked about that. I must have missed it. That your muscles actually pump blood. I'm thinking, okay, you've got a heart, and the heart pumps the blood. Then you learn about the major compartments of the heart, and the arteries and the veins, but I did not really think conceptually, is that how to say that? That when you walk, your legs, your muscles expand, contract, they're actually helping pump. So gravity takes a hold. When you have a paralysis or when you're overweight and not and your legs muscles are atrophying, I guess, where you have the fluid starts accumulating in your legs. And she's on a diuretic, and I thought the diuretic was for her to just get rid of fluid, but it's to get rid of fluid that accumulates around the heart that makes it difficult for the heart to do its job. I thought it was just generically getting rid of fluid, but that's not the case. So these are some of the exercises. This is the non-paralyzed leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can also flex her ankle. Let's see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now another thing she was able to do when she came out of the hospital was that if you pick your leg up and you plant your feet down on the bed, and both legs, she used to have a brace on this, and you pick your rear end up off of the bed. So that, I guess, is for your rear end muscles and your hip muscles. And another thing you can do is sort of like scissor kicks, I guess. I mean, even for a healthy person, these are good things to do, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there's also a difference between going like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, even a healthy person, try that. You'll feel it the next day if you haven't been exercising. So anything to burn off calories and start to reduce that blood sugar level. But really, someone like this, she could probably get 300 calories a day and not lose weight without doing some extended period of activity. That's the difficult thing. It just feeds on itself. You're not doing activity, so you gain weight. You're doing less activity. You're getting older. You're losing muscle mass. You're gaining more weight. I mean, I guess I could investigate if we start eating tofu and vegetables all day. And she can't have, if she has any, I got some raspberries in the yard. If she has a raspberry, she looks at a raspberry, the sugar goes up. So it's not like you can eat fruit too. A lot of fruit have, when cherries were in season, I gave her some cherries. Oh, that was a mistake. Her sugar went through the roof. Yeah, but for some reason when she has a urinary tract infection, that causes the sugar level to go up. Luckily her Coumadin has been stable. We have home draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's every 4 weeks. But if her Coumadin is off, it needs to be around, or INR as they call it, needs to be around 2. If it's higher, 2.8 or 3 or lower than 2, it's draws every 2 weeks until you get 2 consecutive good readings, and then it goes back to every 4. That protocol is probably not only just for medical reasons, but maybe liability reasons. Yeah, she's on Coumadin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then she has to be repeatedly reminded to drink something for some reason. A lot of times she's not drinking on her own. I guess that's a problem in nursing homes. A lot of patients become dehydrated. They have limited staff. They can't constantly be telling people to, I think they measure that too, or maybe on their charts, keep track of how much fluid is going in and how much fluid is coming out. If they have to measure, if the patient's using a bedpan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I was at a point where we were doing about a half hour a day, but probably it's better just to you could do a bunch of shorter intervals of just 10 minutes. Do multiple 10-minute intervals to get even more. Probably best to have a little activity spread out over the course of the day, which adds up to a lot of activity that day, instead of just one period of a half hour and then not doing anything for the rest of the day. Any motion. Now with the arms, not just legs, but you can go, ready mom, 1, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can go over this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm doing the exercises too, at least some of the arms. I can feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just do random stuff, I guess. One. Right? One. She gets confused sometimes. One. I forget what they call it. That's how the stroke affected her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, touch your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go back to the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so one thing about this bed is the feet go up too. I mean, if it's best to have the legs above the heart. I mean, if you're going to be sleeping anyways, that's the period of time that you can take to get all that fluid that is accumulated in the legs out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you move this up on your own? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You tired? Breathe. See what your oxygen is doing? Oh yeah, what do we got? 95, that's good. 55 pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Might have to turn the air conditioning on. It's getting humid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you get the idea. These are some of the things you can do in the bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll continue to do some more, but then I'll just come back. I'll have her in the wheelchair, and we'll do some exercises in the wheelchair. Pretty basic stuff you can do in the wheelchair too. So, get back to you when I get her in the wheelchair. This in. Okay, I have to bend her ankle a little bit in order to get over that frame there on the Hoyer lift. That's because of the scale and the extra length that I can't get her as high as normally do without the scale to clear the bottom frame of the Hoyer lift. You can see down the bottom there. She's usually higher, so her feet clear that bottom. She doesn't like this crossbar in her face for any extended period of time. that out of the way. This wheelchair here, we purchased ourselves, and it has an adjustable back. I guess the concept is it has these training, I don't know what you call them, training wheels. It has these support bars you can put on the back so you can like recline. So I guess you could sleep in the wheelchair, but it's not practical. We don't use it. But it does help with clearing the back out of the way. It gives us a little bit more room to get her rear end as close to the bottom back as possible, so she doesn't have a space in between. So that sort of is a benefit in that aspect. So now she's in the wheelchair. We can do exercises also in the wheelchair. So get her glasses on. Got my chair here. So this is pretty much the same exercise that we were doing in the bed, just trying to, move muscles. Not rocket science. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can do the same thing with the arms. 1, 1, 2. Now don't do curls, let's do, okay, yeah, do that. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And turn it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Off to the side. 1, 1. We'll get out of the way. Ready? 1. Ready? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So those are some of the exercises that I've done in the past. I really need to start doing on a daily basis now. And it's always when something happens that maybe snaps you back into reality again, that even for regular healthy people, we find it difficult to, when we decide we need to do exercise or eat right, we don't do it. But I have some other equipment that I'll show in another video that I've got together that I can start using also, instead of just using the weight of the extremity that you're using to do some exercises. Anything to get her heart beating and get some calories burning and start reducing the blood sugar. Hopefully improving her muscles will help keep the blood sugar down. The exercise lasts for hours after you've done the exercise. So I'll leave this video here. It's probably going on, I don't know how long it's going to be when I edit it, but I'll do another video on some of the equipment here that I need to start using too, that I've purchased on my own, and something that I was introduced to by a physical therapist the last time she came out of the hospital. See you then. So if you found this video helpful, and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, like and or comment, and thanks for watching.